30 degrees out and I am out here rollerblading. In fact, I shoveled off most of this skate park yesterday and then came here today to finish up my long-term review of the Echo Verve. I've been skating the Echo Verve on and off camera for the past 5 months now, including a lot of really cold winter sessions. I was skating them in the snow, I was skipping them across ice, I was doing all sorts of crazy stuff with these skates. Now I ride the size 9, it's the medium shell, I believe, with the 250 frame. I have an unboxing and kind of first impressions slash initial review of the Echo Verve. Definitely go check those videos out on my channel. My opinions have not really changed about this skate, except I do have a few updates. I ended up going back to the Echo Liner. I'm very impressed with the Echo Liner. It's holding up beautifully. While they do pinch a little bit around my ankle while doing topsides, I just like the way they feel in this skate for some reason. They perform really well. Durability-wise, these things are amazing. And they are really comfortable. I'm super impressed with the liner. The sole plate is holding up incredibly well. I'm super impressed with how they slide and with how they're holding up. The frame holding up just as well. Super strong, and they slide really fast. I mentioned in some of my earlier videos that I was a little bit concerned with the smaller thread on the axles. I was worried about them maybe stripping easier because of that smaller thread. Honestly, I haven't found that to be a problem at all. These axles are really good. Just sometimes you might need 2 Allen keys to tighten them all the way. So axles, awesome. The bridging here makes the frame really solid. All of the hardware is amazing. I especially like this bridging hardware. The screws that go through the sole plate use the same size Allen key that you would use on the rest of the hardware on the skate. And these sole plate screws have a fairly big head on them and no doubt will last a very long time. I had no issues with this hardware at all. It lies really flat in the shell. They're just really well made. I feel the same about the cuff bolts. They stay on. I really love the hardware in this skate. Here's where things got interesting. On my last session with my cream Echo Verves, I took a spill at the very end trying a top sole to true star. And I slapped my skate on the ground in a very odd way, and well, I cracked my shell. After I fell, I honestly didn't realize it until I looked down at my skate. Oh, okay. And I saw that my shell had cracked all the way through and even under the sole plate. It was under 32 degrees, kind of like it is right now. And like I said, I've been skating these things in a lot of cold sessions lately. I mean, I was a little bit concerned because I've never really cracked a shell before. So I reached out to Echo. Of course, they responded immediately. They asked me if I was okay, and they said they were so sorry that that happened. They did mention that it's a very rare occurrence and does seem to be connected with maybe colder temperatures, but they were 100% willing to replace my skate. Just insanely supportive. I couldn't believe it. Communication was just absolutely amazing. They were even willing to do a video chat with me. It just made me love the brand even more. And I know you're thinking, well, your shell broke after 5 months. How could you love this skate still? Obviously, I value this type of customer service. In fact, they didn't even have to really respond. These are aggressive skates. They can break, and especially in colder temperatures. In fact, I left my other shell out all night long. I believe it got down to 9 degrees or under where I live. And then I took the shell out the next morning and actually tried to break it. It took about a stomp or two, and then it just shattered like glass. And then I said to myself, oh, okay, so maybe this isn't a cold weather skate. But then I was like, no, that broke way too easy. So then I went and got a 909 shell that didn't even have any hardware on it or anything. It was just a random 909 shell. Left it outside in about 12-degree temperatures for about an hour. Brought it up to the same spot, and the first stomp, it shattered like glass. If the 909 broke like that, I suppose that any skate could have broken in that situation. So just be careful with your skates in colder temperatures. Not only that, but Echo is trying to use materials that are sustainable, or maybe even using recycled plastics, kind of like Rossi's. Makes it even more difficult to find a good balance of strength and stiffness, and maintaining that strength in different types of temperatures. In any event, I feel like it's very rare that I fall like that. I kind of decided that it was such a fluke thing that I took my other pair of Echo Verves out today in even colder temperatures, and I decided to nail down that top side to True Star. Sure enough, the skates survived. I was skating my Cream Echoes in much colder temperatures and didn't have a problem. I still have a ton of confidence in this boot. I really do. Again, I love the way it skates. I love the way it slides. I love the fit especially. It is the shortest shell that can still fit my wide Hobbit foot. I love that Echo is committed to improving the skate. I'm not sure how they would do that, and I just can't believe how willing they were to support me. It was just a really interesting experience, and I'm just blown away with the customer support. In fact, at the end of my last conversation with Echo, they told me that they were going to be sending me another shell, sole plate, and a very special frame. So I am super excited about that. This is an amazing skate at an even more amazing price point. Maybe just be a little more careful with it when it gets below freezing. Again, in my situation, it could totally have been a fluke. In any event, this has to be one of my top favorite skates. Echo Verve, Echo, thank you so much. Long from Oak City Skate Shop, thank you so much for all your support. Let me know what you guys think of the Echo Verve. That does it for the long-term review. Till next video, thank you so much for watching. Kind of a first sixer, and I just really love undercover wheel. I also threw back, I mentioned in some of my, sometimes you might need two tools to, the bridging here. So I'm definitely, no doubt these are, and no doubt would be very, it's just, even the cuff hardware. And I have to say, their customer service is, they mentioned that there has been, they were really good about taking in my, they were really good about, not because they were trying to make sure that, not because they were trying to make sure that it was proven broken. Their reasoning had a very, and maintaining different types of in any event, and that I my last with how they are holding